when we assemble on Monday, we'll take judgment when we arrive. I think that obviously 15 will go over to Australia on the Thursday to prepare. As I mentioned last week, with like Sean Edwards, we'll go with that team to prepare for the first test, and then the remainder of the coaching team will stay behind to prepare for the Barbarians game. I think what you can see from the squad that was announced today in terms of 38, we feel that we've got a lot of strength and depth and competition for places, but obviously with travel commitments and the logistics of playing 2 games in 2 hemispheres, we have to prepare for both games accordingly.
We've got a good mix of youth and experience. We proved ourselves out in the World Cup and followed that up with a successful Six Nations. But we need to win really down in the Southern Hemisphere and silence some of the doubters and some of the critics down in that part of the world.
Continuity in selection in squads and selecting the 22 is a so important ingredient for international rugby. I think we've got selection right over a period of time, and we've created a lot of strength and depth in that squad, and obviously delighted to see the uncapped players, Harry Robinson stepping up from obviously under 20 Rugby World Cup to come in and prepare with us, and he will have a huge positive influence on the team.
You're not going to say who's going to play and who's not going to play, really. We've picked certain players on form who are in the squad, so it'll be interesting to see how they react to being involved in the national team, and that competitiveness that we saw prior to the World Cup, really, when we had a squad of this size. That was hugely beneficial to us as coaches to see how people react under pressure, etc. So we've got to keep this momentum going. So as much as we'd like to see the youth coming to the fore, we're not going to do that at the expense of going down there and being successful. I think you've got to develop, yes, but at the right times, and if they get the opportunity, they'll have deserved it. But I think we've got to just keep this momentum going and keep going forward, making these strides forward. And the next step forward for this group, as I said, is to be successful down in Australia. And if we can go down there and get a win, then all the better for it.